just a thought process, I go over and over.
No, it doesn't sound depressing at all. I mean, you lost your mom and your brother within a 4-day period.
Yeah.
So, do you ever think you're reflecting? What does it matter? Like, what's the good in reflecting, or thinking, or being
Just
by yourself?
Something to do. Keep me from going crazy, I guess, not by myself.
Yeah. Do you sometimes worry about that?
Yeah. You worry about what, going crazy?
Yeah.
They say that the most geniuses are crazy, so.
They do say that,
not
don't
to be
they?
arrogant, but.
No. Are you a hidden genius?
I think in some ways I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, not to be arrogant, but.
Yeah. I mean, you are what you are.
I think I'm well educated and I'm self-taught. And that's what. I don't know if that makes a genius, but I learn stuff quickly and I'm pretty easy to catch on. So. All right, so yeah, done.
That's it? You done?
That cake is done. And that's your breakfast.
More about Chris than I do.
Stick a fork in it, it's
I
done.
learned more about you than I knew.
Do you guys know what day it is? Like, what is today?
I would know because my buddy could.
Saturday the 14th, because her birthday's tomorrow the 15th.
Come on, man, you know that is daytime, man.
See, my birthday is the 15th. Chris's birthday is the 17th.
You gonna be 24?
Huh?
You gonna be 24?
23.
23? Oh, you were 22 a minute ago? And you lied? All right.
Oh, fuck, it's my birthday tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll be
not
33
alive. Come
on
on.
Tuesday. I'll be 33 on
Oh,
We'll both
what?
be 10 years apart Tuesday.
How do you think things are gonna end for you guys? Like, do you think you're gonna be doing this the rest of your life? Well, that's gonna happen
And in a hole.
for everybody.
I'll die of cirrhosis of the liver and Hep C. I've got hepatitis. I've had hepatitis for 14 years, and I'll die of hepatitis and cirrhosis.
Yeah.
And I'm just like not really scared. Like I'll
Just
just.
spending another day waiting to die.
I'm gonna fall asleep forever.
Oh, you guys are sad in your hearts.
I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah, but
Time to wonder.
might as well have fun while you're doing it, right?
Yeah. Are you having fun?
Yeah, I do have fun. As much as I hate it, like I hate the nuances about it.
How could you be having fun and hate it?
You just loathe it, Like it's like an obese woman that knows there's a piece of chocolate cake in the fridge. She loves it, but she knows it's bad for her.
I get
And
that.
she hates it. It's a loathing relationship.
Is that willpower?
I don't think it has anything to do with willpower. I think it takes more willpower for me to stay out here than it does for me just to throw my hands up and give up. Yeah, it's just a love-hate relationship. It's a love-hate relationship. And the cops hate us, and every time we go to, we get hassled. And
Yeah, I'm surprised you ain't getting hassled right now.
yeah, I know.
How old were you when you first did your first
A
drug?
normal person talking to
My mom shot me up as crank when I was 13.
Your mom did?
Yeah, she wanted me to clean the garage, and she shot me up as crank.
That's gangster.
Wow. Did you understand at 13 that was inappropriate?
No, because I grew up in a drug addict relationship, family type.
All of everybody?
Yeah, my mom was a biker. She ate a bunch of bikers. They all did drugs. She sold drugs, heroin,
Right.
cocaine, and marijuana. And then she used heroin, cocaine, marijuana, and drank. So, yeah.
So you are destined to be a drug addict.
I don't think it was my destiny. No, not at all. It wasn't my destiny. I have my own.
Well, I
head.
meant destined. I meant destined based on what your mom did to you. Like that wasn't originally your destiny.
No, and in fact, even growing up and having her turn me on to all these drugs, I knew that my mind was more powerful than what her influence was, and that's why she didn't like me so much. My mom hated me really bad, but I knew in my head that I was smarter than what she could make me be. Like I could be above what she was, and I was for a lot of time. I mean, I went to college. She kicked me out, and the way I got off the road the first time was I applied for a federal Pell Grant for University of Houston, and it put me in housing. It gave me enough money for my classes, for my meals, and for my housing. And I went to school on the government's money and student loans too at the end. And so that got me off the streets, and that's when I started doing better. But I guess after it all ended, like I said, I had a moment of clarity, a reflection on my life. I mean, everybody says you have that moment in time that you reflect back and you go, what am I now? Where was I before? What do I want to become? And I'm not saying that at that moment this is what I wanted to become, but where I was at the time was not what I wanted to be anymore. I didn't want to be driven by the mighty dollar. I didn't want to be driven by my material possessions. If I didn't have to beg people for money, it would be awesome.
Is that pot or is that tobacco?
That's tobacco.
Tobacco.
Yeah, if I didn't have to, it would be awesome if I didn't have to beg. I don't smoke pot, but it'd be awesome if I didn't have to beg people for money. Like, you know, that's the only thing I really hate about this life. I hate trains because I can hitchhike and get somewhere in like a third of the time it takes me to get there on a freight train. But then I gotta deal with some guy like whipping his dick out on me halfway down the road, you know.
I never had an engineer molest me.
Yeah. I mean,
Do you engage in sex with other men, women for money?
No.
A woman, maybe.
No, never. No, I'm not like that at all.
Yeah.
I was bisexual at one point in my life, but it wasn't for me. So,
Really?
yeah. Just wasn't my cup of tea.
Right. Was there? I would assume.
Cup of tea bag.
There was a lot of drugs growing up in your house. Was there a lot of sex as well?
My mom, I had 6 different stepdads growing up. Yeah, let's change the subject. I don't want to talk about
That's
mom
cool.
sex.
That's cool. So are you angry at all? No, you're not angry at your mom.
I'm more relaxed and like carefree than I've ever been in my life. In fact, like I knew my mom was always gonna die, so I really didn't like get really sad about it. But I always loved her. You know, I always loved her, no matter how she treated me. And you don't have enough time in this life to be angry, and there's not enough time in this life to be stressed out. There's not enough time in this life to be depressed. You know, there's not enough time in this life to worry. This life is like, on the whole scheme of things, our lifetime is like that. It's like a blink of an eye, and it's gone. Like on the grand scheme of things, you know. And so, I really try to cherish every moment I have. I try to remember things. I try to write them down, journal them, and I try to just, you know, make the best out of every situation I'm in. You know, like I've been stuck on an off ramp in the middle of nowhere, where there's only like a little bitty podunk store and nothing else out there, and I've been stuck there for 4 days. And like all you can do is just laugh about it, and that's the way to take it. Like some people get pissed off and cry and like do all this crazy stuff, you know. But all I can do is like, if you just laugh it off and say like, life will get better. I'm a Christian, so I just tell God like, God, life will get better. I know it will, you know. And I always make it through. Like, you know, in a lot of situations I've been in some crazy situations, and you know, I always come out of them.
So you never get depressed?
No.
Yeah.
I won't say no. Actually, I get depressed sometimes, but I don't let it take over my day. Like I don't allow negative emotions. Well, depression ain't really a negative emotion actually, but like anger and stuff like that take over my whole, you know, my whole well-being. Depression, I say, is not a negative emotion because I think depression is a natural part of life. Everybody has depression at some point. You know, whether it's because like you didn't get the job you wanted, you didn't get the parking spot you wanted, you know, you lost a family member. There's all sorts of depression. But the key is to not let it take over, you know. It's just like what I was telling him the other day, like if you let somebody come over here and anger us to the point where we want to beat you up, they've already won. Like they've already won mentally. Like they've changed your well-being into not well-being, and they've already won. Even if you do beat them up, I mean, like they already changed your attitude. Like, and then the rest of the day, and the rest of the day you're gonna be like probably angry and pissed off and blah blah blah, you know. And you can't let anything get a hold of you like that. Like, and that's just like drugs. Like, yeah, I do drugs now, like, you know, but I don't let them get a hold of me like that. I drink alcohol, but I don't let it get a hold of me like that.
The drugs you do?
I do heroin, and I guess.
And you're saying that doesn't grab hold of you?
I was a heroin addict for a while, and I got clean 06, and like now I just do it because I enjoy just the relaxation of it. Like somebody would go smoke a joint, you know, and like a lot of people see heroin as like, oh my God, heroin. Drugs are not on a classified scale. A drug is a drug. This is a drug.
It's all in what you do.
This is a drug. This is the same kind of drug as heroin or crack or cocaine or anything else. It depends on how you feel about it. That depends on how intense the drug is or how addictive the drug is. It's all about what you think it's going to do to you and how you feel about needing more or whatever, you know. And after I got clean, like, I learned that, like, you can't let anything control you. you know. And there's not.
So you
like,
feel like you could stop doing heroin like
I don't
tomorrow?
do heroin. I don't do heroin on
You
a
know how
regular
hard it is
basis.
to keep up a real habit and be a traveler?
Yeah, I don't do heroin. I'll never be a heroin addict again. Like after doing those withdrawals, I will never go.
So when's the last time you did heroin?
3 days ago?
What was that?
2 days ago?
Day before yesterday?
You guys do it together?
Yeah, day before yesterday.
And when was it before that?
New Orleans, I guess.
I spent a week over
Yeah,
on the other
like
side
what?
of Atlanta.
How long ago were we in New Orleans? Maybe like a month.